to them. Your soul set free when you reach the edge. Can't turn back.
Flamz YoU4RIA, a musical segment on RFI. Time to take a listen to 3 hours of musical entertainment from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. every Saturday. 1 hour of old school and 2 hours of newly released music. Live interviews, freestyling, and live performance. Flamz YoU4RIA, targeting artists, giving them a stage to showcase their music, any genre, from local and international artists. Powered by House of Flamz Productions.
All right, this is that segment here. Right, we got our guest in house right about here. Hey, good morning to you. Should I say Lion Eye, or is it something else? Lion Eye. I guess you all know a Lion Eye from way before when and then, right? Also, we got our lady in the house, you know, Empress Faye. Say good morning to everyone, Empress Faye.
Morning.
Oh, your mic's not pretty low. All right, we're into that segment right about now. The Lion Eyes in Aussie first. Could you check your mic for me one more time and press play?
Morning.
All right, now I can hear something. Now I can hear something.
Yes, now I can hear myself.
You sound like you were almost on a slow trip to Soufre. Wow. How was the traffic up there?
Well, the traffic was not bad this morning. Yeah.
Not so bad. Not bad. Well, yesterday it was kind of tough.
Yes. Well, you know, everybody's rushing around for the Christmas.
For the Christmas.
That's natural.
Shopping
but
for the
I managed to beat the traffic this morning.
Oh. All right, the man Lion Eye is here. Would you like to welcome Mr. right here?
Yes. Welcome to Flamz YoU4RIA, Lion Eye.
Thank you very much. It's my first time on the show. It's the first interview on radio I've done based on music in about 9-10 years. I started off here in Soufre, and I'm back in Soufre again in full effect.
Yes, definitely. So what have you been doing during that break?
Too many things. A lot. Just too many things to mention right now, but you know, that'll probably take a segment by itself. In the meantime, in between time, I kind of jumped back on board on the musical bandwagon. And as many of you may or may not know, my bandwagon of music started right here in Soufre with my first track, Confidence. I believe in the Father. Yes, confidence, definitely. Confidence.
I think that's a track everybody brands you by. They actually call you Mr. Confidence.
A lot of people have called me
Mr.
that.
Confidence,
Yeah. You know, after spending many years of my life overseas, I got on board the musical scene because I used to do these dance hall shows in Toronto and in the States. And there was a gentleman who discovered my art form, and we decided we were going to do a little music, and it started off as a joke, and the joke turned into something very serious. So I took the initiative to actually come to St. Lucia, shoot my first video, which was Confidence, and I shot my very first video for my very first track right here in Soufre.
Okay, so which was your first track?
Confidence was my very first track.
Oh, okay, Confidence was
very first track, very first video.
Right. Okay, so that was a really good production, good message.
Yes.
Good vibe.
It was an absolute vibe. You know, I wrote it, I produced it, packaged it, put it together, and I made it happen. And again, of course, because my lineage is from here, is here in Soufre, I decided Soufre would be the first place I would want to start off my musical career.
Okay, that's good. So I noticed you've actually produced, written, more or less coordinated most of your music.
Yes, yes. It's a gift, it's a talent, and I decided to explore it, and it works.
Yes, definitely does. So after 9 years of, should we say, rest or very, very quiet
Slumber.
work, very quiet work behind the scenes, Lionel is back on the scene in a big way, I must say. Recently putting out a new video.
Yes.
Called, let him
Power to the
introduce.
People.
Yes, Power to the People.
Yes.
So can you tell the listeners what Power to the People is all about?
Power to the People is a message from the people to the powers that may be. And it wasn't only written for the people here in St. Lucia, but worldwide. The people of the world are losing the power. Their power their power of direction, their power and their ability to control, their power and their ability to demand what they want. We find that a lot of the people that are in power worldwide have taken serious advantage of poor people, especially poor people who are feeling it. But it's come to a point where the middle class people are feeling it and the rich
Yes.
are feeling it as well.
Some of them.
Well, most
Some
of
of
them.
them.
I don't know about some, but I would say most of the people around the world, and I'm very world traveled, and I've been seeing a lot of it. And it's fallen into my own backyard, which is St. Lucia. And the people are asking for a voice. And a lot of people have asked me to be that voice. So I've taken the opportunity to be the voice of the people, to represent the people, to send a message out to the powers that may be, who are taking total advantage of the people. And it's disrespectful, it's unacceptable, it's inhumane, and it's not dignified. And we've been stripped of our natural nature of being human beings, and the way we've been treated right now, especially in my backyard, St. Lucia, it's totally unacceptable. And something has to be done. So this is my contribution to the people who are suffering. This is my contribution to the poor. This is my contribution to the young women who can't find jobs and have to do otherwise to make a living. This is my contribution to the young men who are trying to do otherwise, but there's no opportunity. This is my contribution to the people who are not educated enough to understand that they're being bamboozled and being taken advantage of.
Yes.
Okay.
And I shot this video right here in YoU4RIA.
Yes, definitely.
So if you go on YouTube, people, listeners, type in Lioni, Lioni, Power to the People, check out the video, listen to the message.
Okay, and I've actually just posted it to my page for those who actually have me, or rather they're part of my network, so they can see the video off of my page, or as he said, check him out on YouTube. Now, in regards to the voice, I can surely identify with that. For those who don't know, we
Yes.
happen to be related, so I kind of like really resonate with that
Indeed.
and what he said. So, yes, moving along. Nice production, really nice message, powerful message, which is necessary,
Very,
as you
very
said.
true. And,
So,
sorry.
go ahead.
And this time around, I actually decided to do my music with a Suferian, Mack. And I'm sure most of you know Mack, who owns the band, the
New Vibes Band.
New Vibes Band.
That's me
right.
there, aka Mackie Mack, right?
That's right.
He keeps it under wrap. He's a master of many things,
Yes.
but he doesn't. He's very humble.
And we decided to collaborate. And from my very first day of working with Mack, I was hooked. I was hooked on the way he presented himself, the way he cared for the music, he cared for the message,
Yes.
the way he put in the effort into creating something that was palatable to people across the world. So that's really the direction we're going into now.
Definitely.
Okay, well, agreeing with what you said earlier on there about the people have lost the strength and the vision. What I'm adding to that is that it's been years I've been seeing that it's like we're working in reverse. So they're working for us. It's like we are working for them.
Yeah.
Which I don't really follow. You understand? But in the meantime, we're gonna expose you to that brand new track. Should we do that now?
Sure.
Right. Brand new track.
You know what? I'm kind of liking the beats of this. To me, it could just play. Can we just let it run for the rest of the session?
That's actually a beat from one of my new songs. It's a French song.
Which one is that?
Mack and I haven't even really given this a name yet. But it is a rhythm for one of my latest tracks. It's in French.
But it's really nice, whatever it's gonna be at the end of the day.
Thank you.
Okay, moving along.
Tell them guys what they're doing just ain't right. I'm going to take their dirty habits, put it in the light. Using the people for personal benefits. You're not the son of the soil, you're a son of a bit. Everything that they do is a dirty stench. Tell them guys what they're doing just ain't right. I'm going to take their dirty habits, put it in the light. Using the people for personal benefits. You're not the son of the soil, you're a son of a bit. Everything that they do leaves a dirty stench. Just a smile on their face makes their people cringe. Whoa. We're going to put you in the jailhouse.
For the revolution.
We're going to put you in the jailhouse.
For the revolution.
We're gonna put you in the jailhouse.
For the revolution.
We're going to put you in the jailhouse.
For the revolution.
We pray the day that the mighty judge take your material and catch it on fire. Seize all your assets, give it to the poor so the people can have victory. We pray the day that the mighty judge take your material and catch it on fire. Seize all your assets, give it to the poor so the people can have victory. So-called leader, we know you're not one of us. Just the things that you do, you're a man we cannot trust. Selling our souls to your friends and your family. Instead of building a nation, you're building a family tree. We're going to put you in the jailhouse.
For the revolution.
We're going to put you in the jailhouse.
For the revolution.
We're gonna put you in the jailhouse.
For the revolution.
We're going to put you in the jailhouse.
For the revolution.
We pray the day that the mighty judge take your material and catch it on fire. Seize all your assets, give it to the poor so the people can have victory. We pray the day that the mighty judge take your material and catch it on fire. Seize all your assets, give it to the poor so the people can have victory. Power to the people. I said power to the people. Power to the people. I said power to the people. Power to the people. Power to the people. I said power to the people. Power to the people.
There must be peace and justice in St. Lucia. Power to the people. Power to the people.
I said power to the people. Power to the people.
Right, this one is called Power to the People. Power to the People. Right. I guess you already explaining exactly what it's about, or should we should go deeper into the explanation?
Personal I've had very intimate and personal relationships with a lot of very powerful people.
Yes.
In my travels and in my time here in St. Lucia. And what's happened to me is I've woken up to see the light. In this world, there are good people and there are bad people. That is a fact. There are peaceful people and there are warlike people. There are giving people and there are very angry people. And those between the giving and the, I shouldn't say angry, they're very giving people and very greedy people. We've come to a crossroads of greed and injustice in St. Lucia. And when I wrote this song to expose the fact that it's prevalent and it's a lie. Greed and injustice is taking over our country. And the people of St. Lucia must lose their sense of fear, open up their eyes and clench their fist and start making their statements of change. Because you see, if you don't open your eyes and clench your fist to make change, then injustice and greed will consume you. Because when it consumes your country, you're left with nothing. And every day, St. Lucians, when you look at your lives, every day that passes, you're having less and less and less. And that is a fact. Mostly every St. Lucian right now who's at work is living one paycheck away from poverty and hunger. And that should not be. And it's time you rise. And if you do not rise, your children will be wearing flip-flops or what you call slippers or how you call those shoes?
Catapult.
That's a bit graphic.
Yeah, you may giggle at this, but I'm so not smiling as a Miss Radio station.
We know you're not.
Actually, brought me back in time. It brought me way back in time.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I get backwards.
It's a long time I haven't seen a pair of catapults. So.
St. Lucians, take a good look around you. Go for a walk. If you want to determine the nature of your country, where it's at and its people, look at the shoes that people are wearing. It will tell you where your economy and where the lives of the people are at. Think about this. You're seeing a lot of slippers around the place, a lot of catapult, and flat $20 shoes.
I'm looking at yours right now. They look like they cost a bit.
Yeah, I'll tell you why. Because I fight against these types of people, and I refuse to allow them to conquer my mind and put me into a state or a trance of poverty. We are a black nation of beautiful people, very powerful people, very intelligent, very educated people. St. Lucia has proven itself to be a very great nation. But when you give in to this element that exists right now in St. Lucia, that is taking total advantage of its people. And the worst part about these elements are not even from St. Lucia, but yet hold this power. If your elements are not part of your soup can only taste bad. And that's what's happening. A bad taste has been left in the mouths of St. Lucians. St. Lucians, there are people who just cannot save you, you know. Sometimes you have to get up to save yourself. And if you sit on your back and do nothing, then nothing shall happen for you. So if you listen to the chorus of the song, we're going to put you in the jailhouse for the revolution. And revolutions aren't always violent, you know.
No.
A revolution can be spiritual. A revolution can be intelligent. A revolution can be peaceful. What I'm committing to is a peaceful revolution. But there are people out there who do not want a peaceful revolution. And I can understand why. So the two gentlemen, you know who you are, that wield this power. Your days are coming to an end very soon. And I believe in YoU4RIA, we already took one. They just arrested one.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I wonder what you have any idea what he could be talking about, man?
I let the people use their own imagination. But we will put you all in the jailhouse. The people will see to it. Because you cannot continue doing what you are doing and getting away with it. And according to the Constitution, which I've read several times over, you're very wrong, you two gentlemen. We must not give these people a resting place in illusions. We must stand up. Power to the people. When you meet each other in the streets, clench your fists, raise it up to each other, and repeat, power to the people.
PTP.
PTP.
PTP. So can you tell the people what PTP represents?
PTP is an organization that myself and a couple of gentlemen decided to found. We founded this organization. And this organization was designed to fight against people who come into power to derail the lives of St. Lucians, to literally rape the lives of St. Lucians. The PTP exists for one thing and one thing only, to be the voice of the people. So far the PTP has 2,300 members. And that's across the board, from the very top to the very bottom.
Wow.
From the very left to the very right. From the very forward to the very back. The PTP, Power to the People, stands for the people of St. Lucia and that of the world, those who are suffering. Because usually, you only find one or two men who may be in power, wherever they are, who are the ones creating a detrimental situation for us all. And we must stand up, people. We must bring power to the people.
Okay, so we can see that this song is very close to your heart, so now we don't even have to ask where the inspiration came from. So I think for all those people who don't have the courage to be able to speak out against the things affecting them, YoU4RIA has taken the stand to do so. And I think that's a very welcome position for many people on island.
Well, I'll tell you this. You mentioned inspiration. I was inspired to do this song by one of those two guys.
We kind of gathered that much.
They inspired me to do this. They've left me no choice, and they will leave the people no choice but to find justice. There's a court. There are courts. There are high courts for this. When you fight against your people or a nation into destruction, this is called treason, and there's a penalty for treason. When you create what is considered to be, what I say to people is considered to be financial terrorism. It exists right here. We're being financially terrorized. The people have been robbed and raped of the coffers that are designed to elevate and to build them. And so we have to understand these things. We must not take this lightly. With those two guys that are there, they're surrounded by some more guys who sit in an office every Monday. Y'all figure the rest of it out. I'll tell you this much. In that office that they sit in on Monday, there are some very good people there. And inside that office, there are a couple of very great men who can lead us to the promised land. Oh yes. Oh yes. This doesn't have to be an electoral-based situation. It can happen now. The PTP has a leader inside that office that we think is credible. The PTP has several people inside that office that we think are very credible, that can lead us to the promised land. And they're ready to do so. But they need the backing of the people. You have the power, people. They don't. Everything they are, you made them what they are. So how can you make these people so powerful, these one or two guys, and deny yourself of power, and deny yourself of life, security, health, education? But you have the power. You gave that power to these people. They don't have the power. They're working for you. You're not supposed to be working for them. So my message to you, St. Lucians, these people, the 1-2 guys that are doing this, you must make them feel very uncomfortable in this country. One of them is so uncomfortable in this country, he takes off every week. Figure it out. Make them feel very uncomfortable. Make them feel very uncomfortable. There's another one inside of there. I wouldn't even shake his hand. I saw your video. Yeah, I saw you on WhatsApp. You know who you are? With a young girl. Yeah. I met you. You came to shake my hand. I would never shake your hand. I saw what you did on that video with your hands in the government office. We must speak up against these people. We must not let them rest. We must talk about them every day. And when we meet them, we must remind them that they're no good and they have no shame. And I saw that very same gentleman talking in a conference meeting and say, "Oh, my wife supports me and she keeps supporting me and this and that." I have a message for your wife, madam. Wake up. You're a black woman. Be strong. You should not tolerate this from that gentleman, your husband. It was wrong. It was indisciplined, inhumane, and it's socially unacceptable. And based on principle, this is no example for our country. So if you allow your husband to say on national television that you, as his wife, support him, then you are part of the problem. And if that's what you're teaching our young men to do, by supporting your husband, then you are part of the problem. You should already have your divorce letters already made up. Let's get it together, people. Let us get it together.
Yes, power to the people. Let's take a listen to it one more time, right? Because now.
Tell them guys what they're doing just ain't right. I'm going to take their dirty habits, put it in the light. Using the people for personal benefits. You're not a son of the soil, you're a son of a bit. Everything that they do leaves a dirty stench. Just a smile on their face makes their people cringe. Whoa. We're going to put you in the jail house.
For the revolution.
We're going to put you in the jail house.
For the revolution.
We're gonna put you in the jail house.
For the revolution.
We're going to put you in the jail house.
For the revolution.
We pray the day that the mighty judge take your material and catch it on fire. Seize all your assets, give it to the poor so the people can have victory. We pray the day that the mighty judge take your material and catch it on fire. Seize all your assets, give it to the poor so the people can have victory. So-called leader, we know you're not one of us. Just the things that you do, you're a man we cannot trust. Selling our souls to your friends and your family. Instead of building a nation, you're building a family tree. We're going to put you in the jail house.
For the revolution.
We're going to put you in the jail house.
For the revolution.
We're gonna put you in the jail house.
For the revolution.
We're going to put you in the jail house.
For the revolution.
We pray the day that the mighty judge take your material and catch it on fire. Seize all your assets, give it to the poor so the people can have victory. We pray the day that the mighty judge take your material and catch it on fire. Seize all your assets, give it to the poor so the people can have victory. Power to the
that for now for our first interview there with the one Lion Eye there. Big message here for all illusions out there. The meantime here, is there anyone you want to pick up or send requests to before we close this segment here?
Yeah. Again, people, check out YouTube, LIONI, Lion Eye, Power to the People. Check out the video. St. Lucians, let's stand up. Let's get it together. Let's get our lives back on track the way it used to be. I want to give a couple of thank yous. First, I want to thank Mack. Mack, you're a very unique, very talented individual.
Give thanks.
Very respectable man. I've worked with many people in this industry. There are only 3 names around the world of people I've worked with I can now put into my pocket. It would be you, Mack, Jim Philogin, and a gentleman from Portugal called Rui Pamela, who used to be one of my producers. He used to produce for me. I want to thank my cousin Empress Faye for coming to give her time in the video and doing backup on the track. I really didn't know she could sing, but it shows you the power of people. When you think you're not capable, you can, if you really want to. I want to send major respect out to Dr. Ulrich Mondesi, who's guided me with his influence and his philosophies, which has made me a more stronger man today. I want to thank all St. Lucians for being St. Lucian. But you need to continue being St. Lucian. You need to keep standing up, be more prosperous, keep elevating yourselves, keep rising to the top. Do not give in. To you I say, power to the people. Power to the people. I want to thank both Empress Faye and Mack for having me on the show. Of course, I would have to give them credence. It's the first radio interview based on music I've given in many years. And I could say that I'm happy to have been here today. Thank you very much for having me on the show.
Yes, it's definitely a pleasure having had you here. I'm sure lots of people will agree. Definitely. However, I don't think it stops here, right, Mack?
I don't think it stops
because he's actually in the process of putting out his album. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, so Power to the People is just a tip of the iceberg of what's to come for Lion Eye. And as you can see, you remember back in the day he used to have locks in the days of confidence. Now he has a totally different image. So different image, different vibe, new album, fresh, lots of great tracks on it, some collaborations to look forward to as well.
That's correct.
That's correct. So lots to look forward to.
Difference, a lot of small differences, but the message that I give to people is not going to change. It's always going to be quality information, messages of quality, messages that'll make you think, messages that uplift your thinking and your spirit.
Well, that's the whole point of making music, putting music out.
That's correct.
Yes,
That's right.
Not only for enjoyment, and what the mix you have in your music is that you can actually vibe to the music and yet still you actually get a message out of it. So it's a dual,
Indeed. And
dual benefit.
And my brother Crocodile, you're doing very well, brother. You've tagged up with some really cool guys. I was in Martinique some months ago. I heard you on the radio stations. French people are picking you up, and it's fantastic. Keep up the great work. I know we've been talking about a collaboration. I know you're vexed with me because I was supposed to be in Martinique 2 weeks ago for us to do our collab. Brother, fear not, Almighty Dread. I'll be coming up, and we'll be doing that collaboration.
Okay. So stay tuned for that one. That will be Lion Eye featuring Crocodile.
Yes.
So I think, is that to this rhythm by any chance?
It'll be to one of the rhythms.
Okay, you're not sure
rhythm,
yet. But whatever it's gonna be, we know it's gonna be good, right, Mack?
It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be good.
Sure.
So stay tuned, and don't forget to check out the video on YouTube.
Yes. Lion Eye.
Yes,
Power to the
Lion
people.
Eye.
Before you go, would you like to do an acapella on that rhythm there? Well, that's coming out.
Yes, give the people something authentic from
at
you.
least a verse or just the chorus if you want to.
Well, I would love to, but there's a particular word that's in the song that I wouldn't use.
Can you just say when you get to that point?
Yeah.
Leave it out.
Sure. Okay.
Everything's there. Something brand new coming out soon. The one like an eye. Listen to this one here.
Police with Mouna sous la main, ou ni pou bay gas sa. Yo vle point commission, croiser toute méditation. La journée c'est l'espace pour le boy, ou ni pou courir vite, ou ni pou courir vite. Ouais, ou ni pou acheter, déposer, vendre les aïe, acheter, déposer, vendre les aïe, acheter, déposer, vendre les aïe. Acheter, déposer, vendre les aïe, acheter, déposer, vendre les aïe, acheter, déposer, vendre les aïe.
Right.
So you got your first piece before I even released it, St. Louis.
Right.
So you actually the one doing the effects yourself?
I'm doing the effects
Oh my gosh,
myself.
talk about multi-talented.
Indeed.
Okay, that's good, that's good.
All right, let's talk something there. Wish to see some more here. I know we have some more coming out. So expect some more from Lion Eye, straight up, huh?
Indeed. Power to the people.
Power to the people.
Power to the people.
Power to the people.
Keep up. Marky Mark, run the soundtrack.
Flamz YoU4RIA, a musical segment on RFI. Time to take a listen to 3 hours of musical entertainment from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. every Saturday. 1 hour of old school and 2 hours of newly released music, live interviews, freestyling, and live performance. Flamz YoU4RIA, targeting artists, giving them a stage to showcase their music, any genre, from local and international artists. Powered by House of Flames Productions.
The thing goes. Legend Sports Bar presents Salty Bus Christmas Juve. Sunday 24th, all going down at Legend Sports Bar. Entertainment by Selector Twist, The Juggling King, DJ X-Klusiv, Fusionist Atta, and DJ Sting. Trust me, that one there go burn up. Gates open at 10 p.m. until Juve. Admission only $10. Christmas Juve, Salty Bus, that one there go burn up. Hot speed.
It all kicks off at the Legend Sports Bar. Be there.
Oh boy, it sounds like Salty Bus gonna be real hot for his Christmas Juve thing, huh? You can check that at the Legends Bar in Salty Bus, huh?
Legend Sports Bar presents Salty Bus Christmas Juve. Sunday 24th, all going down at Legend Sports Bar. Entertainment by Selector Twist, The Juggling King, DJ X-Klusiv, Fusionist Atta, and DJ Sting. Trust me, that one there go burn up. Gates open at 10 p.m. until Juve. Admission only $10. Christmas Juve, Salty Bus, that one there go burn up. Hot speed.
It all kicks off at the Legend Sports Bar. Be there.
The station with the best music. Best music.
I love the music.
Best music.
House of Flames. They keep you entertained. Mack, turn me up. and then break up, realizing didn't have time to think it was needed to know love. Mack is mad about it.
Yo, Mackie Mack, big up yourself. You don't anytime. Anybody say so.
What? Too much pain, then I'm lonely. Then I break out, hurting ladies. Too much freedom can hurt me, so I'm crazy, so I'm chillin'. Yeah. Mack is mad about it. Yeah. Listen now, I wish somehow Mack will kill them songs with the plate. We keep it real. My life is based on a promise.
The station with the best music. Best music.
I love the music.
Best music.
Get put in the clubs. Mack is mad about it. Mack is mad about it. We're mad about it. We're mad about it. Ooh. And then break up, realizing.
Hey, this is Miss B, bigging up our fire, the pulse of the nation.
It was needed to know love. Yo, tell them Mack, gun blast and whoosh, I think they miss. Players wanna envy, ain't the ganache. I'm not a mercenary, so I run for my life. I came to party, even though we're from the strife. Where I used to work on the rubble around me, sleeping on the concrete, thugs around me. Kingston me come from, you can't judge me, I'm a true winner. Just can't envy. Lord, we're overloaded with the plates. We're overloaded. Whoa, overload. We're overloaded. We're overloaded. We're overloaded. Woo. We used to fall in love, make out, and then break up, realizing.
Mack, run the soundtrack.
All aboard.
Welcome to House of Flames Production, houseofflamesproductions.com. Feel free to register your artist if you are music manager, promoter, agent, or as an independent artist. All resident artists and musicians' work is represented by House of Flames, either in terms of promotions or personal management. New artists seeking representation from us can request a form. Artists may send a request to houseofflamesproman@gmail.com. We represent a variety of positive music across genres and aim to highly support all artists, musicians, bands under the House of Flames banner. The X-Klusiv Sounds Music Group is a subdivision of House of Flames Productions and Promotions and Recording Label. We represent an exclusive umbrella of unique, positive musicians, artists, and producers. Their name speaks volumes. X-Klusiv. Visit our entertainment magazine, In the Spotlight Feature Magazine, at inthespotlightfeaturemagazine.online. Forward submissions with your request to inthespotlightmagazine@gmail.com or inthespotlightfeaturemagazine@gmail.com if you wish to be featured as a band, artist, or musician through this engaging digital publication. Follow the Collective Chord, our global creative community on Facebook, facebook.com/The Collective Chord, and our media entity, Meditations Media Network, facebook.com/Meditations Media Network. for updates. Please note that we represent tastefully entertaining and positive musical and lyrical content. Thanking you in advance for your consideration and compliance when making submissions. Contact us at houseofflamesproman@gmail.com or houseofflamespromanagement@gmail.com if you wish to come under our management or representation, and if you wish to be promoted. Namaste.
I like